Hi, my name is Mike, and this is a story about my adventure in my lovely yacht, White Malkin. Morning. Monday. What is Monday? 27th, is it? Anyway, whatever it is, Monday. And my fingers in the way. I do apologise. Yeah, I need a shave, don't I? Must have one. I look 20 years younger with a shave, don't you see? Anyway, some would not agree. Interesting night, Sunday day and Sunday night, but I had to use the engine all day and all night, but I didn't thrash it, I don't want to swallow the fuel. I've only got a limited amount of fuel. What have I got? I started off with about 45 gallons, I suppose, of diesel. It's a big tank on the Russel 36, about 40 gallons. Virtually full. So anyway, I haven't checked it since. I'm going to do that after this vlog. But I needed to get north, basically, on my passage. And it was very, very little wind, and it was right behind us. And what with the speed of the engine, I just had to take the sails down. They were just, wrecking themselves. So I did that, and chilled really, read most of the day, but relaxed. It was quite a nice, relaxing day. Wasn't a lot of sun, there's not a lot of sun now, is there really? But it's quite thin cloud actually, it's quite thin. It may come out later. I am expecting some breeze. Russel Hawkins is very kindly updating me with any weather information, which is very, very useful, and thank you very much indeed, Russell, for that. That is extremely kind of you, thank you. And comparing it with the predict wind algorithm, which I've subscribed to as a standard package for about 3 months, I think it is. Very good so far anyway, it's been very, very accurate. The biggest issue with predict wind, of course, is that they want you to take their Iridium Go, which again is way outside my league for this voyage, so I haven't done that. But I have got my Garmin In Reach Mini2, which is how I'm communicating, funny enough, with Russell. So it's a good bit of kit, it really is. Anybody who's doing any sailing, say Biscay, Spain, something like that, the Garmin In Reach Mini2 would be a very good bit of kit. The good side is that it is a very quick communicator, uses the Iridium satellite system to do the communication. I suppose the constraints of it doesn't give you can't attach files or anything like that. You can't download group files or anything like that. But you can download an extended marine forecast, at least that's what they call it. But of course, it's where you are, where you press the button, that's it. So obviously the further you sail away from that, then you get into a different system. And that was a very interesting point I'm making, because yesterday, it was quite confusing yesterday really, weather-wise, because I was hoping that maybe I was further north than what I was. I don't know, but it's somewhere along the line. Nothing seemed to sort of work. So good old iron topsail came out, and she did her job. What I'm referring to regarding the Garmin In Reach Mini2 and getting what they call an extended forecast, it does give you the forecast for that area that you're in. And of course, if you're sailing away from that area, it can be different. Now, I was sailing away from that area. And what was interesting is that I was in an area where if I was any further south, I think I would have probably had northeast winds, and if I was a lot further north, I would have had westerly winds, which is what I wanted. I wanted the northwest, or even northerly winds. But so I downloaded this extended weather, and it was disastrous. It was, oh my god, it was make you weep. You didn't want to read that. It's going to go northeast. I thought, oh Christ. Hence, that was my decision, I suppose. So it did something for me. It did something for me to spur me on. Get north. Never mind about the east. Just get north. So that's what I've done, and I'm glad I have. Now, last time, my watch, I can't remember what time it is. Bear with me. It's BST, it's Upper States, near enough, 8:25. So I woke up this morning. I did have sleep. I'm sorry for those people who want 20-minute cat naps. It doesn't work for me. So I had an hour at a time, and then put my head up, check the compass, and check this, check that, and then went back to sleep. I have another hour. So I probably had about six hours. Yeah, relatively good sleep actually. It's surprising how your body gets used to quality sleep in short bursts. But anyway, so I woke up this morning about 5, I suppose, and I thought it's all gone quiet, because there was no sort of. Occasionally you get the mainsail, but just back flog momentarily. The seas out here about 2 metre swells, and in between you've got sort of little lumpy bits in the middle, and the boat obviously reacts to that. And if there's not enough wind pressure on the sail, then obviously it'll flip back and make a flocking noise. So, which is not good for the sail. It's not good for your own comfort either. So anyway, I woke up 5:30. I thought, oh, it's nice and quiet. So I poked my head out, and I thought, crikey, so we're going along. We had about 14, 15 knots, and we were sort of doing 6.5 knots, 7 knots. So I thought, wow, this is great, fantastic. So turned the engine off immediately, save fuel, and altered course to put a little bit of east in the course. So we were no longer going northerly; we were going more northeasterly, which is good. Because my latitude, as I'm talking to you now, if you drew a line over towards the Bay of Biscay, it would be roughly in the middle of the Bay of Biscay, roughly. And we want to be north of that, but we're also over 800 miles west of Land's End, so we've got a lot of making up to do. So I do need to start making some east in the passage, otherwise we'll be in Iceland, and I don't want to do that. That might be next year. No, well, too cold. So that's what we're doing now. We're doing roughly northeast, which at the moment is good. It's fine. Probably, hopefully, bear away. Probably at the end of the day, maybe early tomorrow morning, and steer a little bit more east. I think the wind is going to increase, which is fine. As long as it's not on the nose, I don't mind. We don't want that. And Russell sort of confirmed that there is a low above me, which the tail end of it will help me, which is really how you sort of sail, isn't it? These, you need wind if you're a sailing boat, but you want it in the right direction, so you've got to try and choose these systems and be on the right side of the system if you can. So there we go. Anyway, I'm going to get you to have a little look round. You've seen my ugly mug for enough. How does that happen? Well, thank you very much indeed for watching my vlog. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it entertained you. My next vlog will be in 7 days' time, and I very much look forward to you joining me on my continued voyage around the world on my beautiful Russel 36 White Malkin.